So when writing our script, we had to think about the different camera angles and the types of editing that we'd want to use for our film. So we started by researching the different camera angles. So you have the aerial shot, air shot, bridging shot, medium shot, close-up, long shot, cowboy shot, deep focus, dolly zoom, Dutch tilt, establishing shot, handheld shot, low angle shot, high angle shot, lockdown shot, library shot, matte shot, money shot, over the shoulder, pan, POV shot, the sequence shot, steadicam shot, tilt, top shot zoom, crane shot, top shot, tracking shot, two shot, and wipe pan. So there are lots of different types of shots here, but because we're doing a short film, we decided to use medium shot, close-up shots. We have dolly zoom, and the dolly zoom is used in our scene when the girls are arriving and the main character starts freaking out. So all the definition is: camera tracks forward toward a subject while simultaneously zooming out, creating a woozy effect. So it's kind of, we're using it to represent the fact that he's really shocked, but we wanted to show that in a creative way so that the character, the audience, kind of go with them and see every sort of emotion that they go through at that moment. We have medium shot because it's obviously it's not as close as a close-up. You see you see like half of their body, and this allows the audience to see more, you still see the emotion on their face, but it's giving them something else. Close up, that's more of just their face, so it's an emotional connection. You see the complete facial expression that they're using at that moment, and it's also used to sort of connect with that certain character. We also have long shot, so that is the whole body, and so you see the room around them, and you see the character in the costume and exactly what they're doing at the moment with their body language. It's more of a body language sort of connection. At the beginning, we use a pan. Now this is where a camera moves right to left and vice versa. So for the pan, we're using this to go around the room, and when it goes all the way around the room while the girls are getting dressed, and it goes into the boys also getting dressed, so it's kind of like, it's like a circle, so it's not one scene, next scene, it flows together, and that's a new and sort of interesting way of showing all the girls getting ready and all the boys getting ready at the same time, so it feels like it's happening all at the same time. We also thought that by using a pan shot, it would show different, it would show all the rooms, so it's kind of using an establishing shot in a way, because you get to see the entire area of where it's being shot. You get to see the entirety of the rooms, so it's sort of interesting because you feel more of a connection to the character and where they're living. So the sort of lockdown shot is used when the girls are running out of the bathroom and they're running down the stairs, and you see all the girls run out and down the stairs. You don't see them, and then the camera will switch, so you see the girls running down, but it gives the effect that you're seeing it, you see it from different angles. It's not like you're following them the whole time. We use a POV shot where you see exactly what the character sees. So we use this when the character's looking down at both invites. So it's sort of like a bird's eye view. You're looking down and it's good because you sort of become that character. It's like an emotional connection to them because you feel like you are the character looking down and you are in their situation, which is why it's a useful camera. Well, we use sort of a high angle shot / lockdown shot in a way, because we use the camera is placed in a window as such, and you're looking down at the girls running into the road and into the car and driving off. So you get the sense that you're sort of looking down at them and you're seeing them on their next journey, so you're kind of going on it with them in a way. So we also use an over the shoulder where the camera is positioned behind one subject's shoulder, so you're looking over that character at another character, which, as it's a party, it's going to be crowded, so it creates a sort of creative effect as you're looking at all the characters in a different sort of position. For the editing, we use jump cuts, we use cuts, we also use split screen. So a cut is when it moves from one shot to another, so it's really simple, it just goes straight from one to another scene. A jump cut is a cut that moves to a very similar part of the same scene but missing a piece of action out. So it's when it's sort of the same scene but you're just missing out a snippet, which is useful when you don't want to drag on a scene too much, so you just make it go to the most important areas of it, of such. We use a split screen, and this is when the screen is split into two or more parts, allowing to show like two different events. So this is when we will have the girls and the boys. The boys are downstairs and they are on the table and they're drinking, and the girls are in the bathroom, and it's kind of creative because it's showing what's happening at both times of the scene, and it's kind of a jump cut in a way, but obviously it's not, because it's showing two bits of the scene but missing out. A short film will also be using short takes. Now, a short take is when it is allowed to remain on a screen for a short time before it is cut. Now, because it is a short film, it means that we have a limited amount of time. So this means that a lot of our scenes will need to be quite snappy, and it will have to go to the points quite quickly. So therefore, by having short takes and by then being able to cut it quickly, it means that we can show the important bits but have it so it's not too long. Now, from our script, we talked about having like simple editing skills, such as just cuts and jump cuts, which is not simple, but we kind of wanted to use more. So that's why we talked about using cross-cutting in the scene between the boys on the table and the girls, because during that scene the girls are sort of having breakdowns in the bathroom while the boys are sort of laughing and thinking the party's going great. Now this it's used as it juxtaposes, because you have the boys who are laughing and then it splits instantly to a girl having a massive breakdown. So it sort of creates the humour in that sort of sense where they're both having the same party but having completely different emotional times. As well as having camera angles and editing, during the film we'll also be using sound. Now, you'll be having things such as like an ambient sound. Now, this is the sounds of the location, e.g. water noises, a river, cows mooing, so it's to set the scene. Therefore, in ours as a party, you'll be hearing cars outside of the house, and this is just to sort of set the scene to show people where they are living. So because it's a house, they'll be living in just a normal town. Because it's a film, you'll hear dialogue, so you'll be hearing what the characters are saying, following the script, what their lines are basically. We'll also be using diegetic sound. Now this is a sound that you can hear as a character in the scene. For example, when the main character is speaking, you'll be hearing music in the background or people sipping drinks. Now this is so you sort of see exactly what the character would be hearing. As an audience, you're sort of in the same place as them in a way.